Do you know that worship is more than just singing songs? It's a powerful way to connect with God and experience His presence. Worship. We hear the word all the time, but have you ever stopped to consider its true power? Worship isn't just about music, it's about the heart. It's about surrendering your thoughts, your worries, and your entire being to God. Today, let's explore the true power of worship. Worship is more than just an act. It's a lifestyle. It's the way we acknowledge God's greatness, His goodness, and His presence in our lives. But did you know that worship holds a transformative power? It's through worship that we invite God's presence into our hearts, allowing Him to heal, renew, and strengthen us. There's a powerful story from the Bible about King David. David was known as a man after God's own heart. He wasn't perfect, he made mistakes, just like us. But what set David apart was his heart of worship. In 2 Samuel chapter 6, when the Ark of the Covenant was brought into Jerusalem, David didn't just stand there in silence. He danced with all his might before the Lord. He worshipped God with everything he had, humbling himself before Him. David's worship wasn't about being dignified or holding back, it was about expressing his love for God. It didn't matter what others thought, his worship was pure and authentic. Psalm 95:6, David invites us to come before God with reverence and worship. Worship is an act of humility, where we acknowledge God's sovereignty over our lives. It's not just about the music or the songs, it's about the posture of our hearts. When we bow down, we're saying, God, you are in control and I trust you. Now, take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you truly connected with God in worship? Maybe it was during a church service, while listening to a song, or even in a quiet moment of prayer. Worship can happen anywhere, and it's a personal experience. I'd love for you to share in the comments, how has worship impacted your life? There's another powerful story in Acts 16 about Paul and Silas. They were imprisoned for preaching the gospel, but instead of sitting in their cell, feeling sorry for themselves, they chose to worship. Around midnight, they were praying and singing hymns to God, and something incredible happened. Suddenly, there was a violent earthquake that shook the prison's foundations. The chains of every prisoner fell off and the doors flew open. John 4:24 reminds us that true worship isn't about location or tradition, it's about worshiping in the Spirit and in truth. Authentic worship flows from a sincere heart, not out of obligation, but out of a desire to draw closer to God. Worship isn't just an activity, it's a lifestyle. It's about inviting God into every moment of our lives. When we worship, we align our hearts with His, and we allow His power to move in us. So I challenge you today. Make worship a daily practice. Whether it's through song, prayer, or simply reflecting on His goodness, take time to connect with God. Remember, worship has the power to change you, and it has the power to change your circumstances. What's your favorite way to worship? Let me know in the comments. And if this message has encouraged you, be sure to share it with someone else who needs to hear it. Let's spread the power of worship together. Father, thank you for the gift of worship. Thank you that we can come before you in every moment and experience your presence. Help us to worship you in spirit and in truth, not just with our words but with our hearts. In Jesus' name, amen.